Okay, I switched over to the super wide view here. Hopefully you guys are getting this back to a different trail today. Now that clicking sound, it's strange. When I hit the rock, it made the clicking sound. When I pull in on the brake, which cuts the engine, like this, clicking sound goes away. So I don't know, the shaft is still transferring stuff through there, so I don't know if the spindle or the spline of the shaft is bent or not. But it's still going good. It's about 75, 80 degrees out here today. Not that many people are here, but I did see one bike rider getting their bike out on the way in. So at least one person on that bike isn't here. Pump that up to level 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. Stop right here. Veer to the left here. Stay under the canopy today. Wow. Gonna adjust this down just a hair on the camera. Something like that. Workmen back here. Looks like they're gonna set out the old football pads. Anyways, I like saying what I'm riding on. This is, again, it's a Tong sheng mid-drive torque sensor. It says it's 750 watts, really probably only 500, but I'm overvolting it with a 52 volt battery. Does about 80 newton meters of torque. And I'm just riding it to try to, get in a little better shape, lose a little bit of weight. Mainly just get in better shape. And since COVID, just getting out more. Just getting out a little more. And I'm not riding these trails to be burning down. I'm going real quick. I'm probably a beginner slash maybe, just maybe, intermediate mountain bike rider. Like I said, I got 3 of these electric bikes, and all the bikes could outride me easily. And this is a Sidewinder DS, and a $75 bike off Marketplace. The mid-drive was $300, I think it's $325 with shipping, something like that. The battery I had for the other bike, it really doesn't cost as a cost, but say it's $300, so there's 3, 6, about $700. That's definitely a lot cheaper than buying, like the first electric bike I had was a Hyper from Walmart, and it was $600. It went on sale for $400, and I just recently sold that one. It just got me into it, the basics. It's a good little bike, but you know, this one just would eat that bike alive. Climbing range, torque, comfort of ride. This bike is a very comfortable bike to ride. I upgraded the forks to an air fork up front, and I still got the shock in the center, the coil shock. Might switch that out to air, maybe. But, anyways, the other 2 bikes are XR Pro, 1500 watt rear hub, and the other one is a all comp 1000 watt rear hub. So the first bike was the Hyper. It was a 250 watt rear hub, and the next 2 were about 15 and then 1000 watt rear hub. And then I got looking, and the mid-drives popped up, and I didn't like the mid-drives. Everyone was saying that, oh, it's so much maintenance, and you know, you got to break them down and grease them every 1,000 miles or whatever. That never appealed to me. But plus their cadence, which you pedal and it just takes off. This is a torque sensor on this sheng, and I was debating between this and the BBS02, and I said, you know what, let's get this one, and I don't regret it at all. This thing's been great, other than me crashing it into that rock real bad, and well, it wasn't real bad, but it hit hard, solid, just perfect, I guess, and making the motor clank a little, but it's not too distracting. So I'm gonna pause right here. Excuse me. But I just got a, I was using the Brave LE7, the Casa camera. It's pretty good, pretty good. But I got this Hero 11, and I compared the first film, the first images from the Casio to this, and I've only recorded one other time. This is the second time on the Hero 11, one other time on the Hero 11, and it's just a night and day difference in image stabilization. It's just not even close. Well, I mean, the Brave LE is pretty good, but like when you stop, it's really good. When you move moderately, it's pretty good. But like right now, it'd just be, you know, nah, man, it's pretty to. Here's a whole bunch of roots I'm going over. It's really shaking me bad. That Acacia would just look like a scrambled mess right there. Hopefully this would be much better. But anyways, the image stabilization is substantially better. The Casio was, like I said before, $110, got it on sale. And this Hero 11 cost about $400, $399, $400. Yeah, I just when I had the camera briefly paused, turned off. The other bike rider came through here. So, woman, she was shredding it, and good mood, friendly. So, but another thing that really sets this camera apart from the Casio, for me, other than the image stabilization, and it shoots at a higher frame rate, and it's just when you hit the control on the Casio, when you got it chest mounted, there's no way to see if you turned it on or off. It'll flash and then make a little beep, but half the time I couldn't hear that beep. But I like to have a remote control on the wrist. I like that. There's people here, I'll shut up. Hello. Hey, dog. How you doing? Uh-huh. Dingo, right? Uh-huh. You saw that. The dog lunged at me, and the owner said again, he only bites wheels. Yeah, okay. Anyways, getting back to the Casio versus the Hero 11. When you hit this Hero 11 button to record, you know it's recording. It goes beep, beep, beep. 3 loud, audible beeps that are, I mean, I can hear, which is, that's really nice. I was in, I think, it was this park, and I was filming, and I had a turkey. I stopped, and the turkey was dancing in front of me, about 30 yards away in this park right here. And I had the Brave LE7, the Casio, and I thought I was filming it. I hit the remote and thought it was going, and sure enough, get back to edit the video, and nothing was recorded. This thing, it beeps, and you hear it. Yep. Really steep descent here, just rocky and narrow, but yeah, beeps and beeps, which is much better. And on the front of this Hero 11, when it's recording, I'm looking at it now, it's got a little red light on it. Let me see if I got this thing down enough. It's got a little red light on the front that you can look at it and barely see it, so I like that. So now I know it's recording through the beeps. When you it'll beep. When you turn it on, it beeps, and when you turn it off, I believe it gives you three beeps. But regardless, it's, for me, it's a much better indicator than the Casio. I was coming up this hill the other day, and there were 2 women riding Mr. Ed's down the trail here, and I stopped and gave them the right of way. Excuse me. There's Mr. Ed in the middle of the trail right there. So looks halfway fresh. He might be in here. But I just found out about this trail and haven't been. Man, there's a steep hill here. Steep, steep, steep. But on the microphone's better on this Hero 11 too. Footage is, everything's just better, I think. But you know, $110 compared to $400. That's a big difference. Big difference. Like I say, in these torque drives, they make you work as hard as you want to work. but they definitely make you work harder than the hub or hubs. Even the 1500 watt, that thing is a beast to me. I know there are a lot more. They get 2000s, 3000, 4000s, you know, and up. 1500 watt is plenty enough. Plenty enough. It's got a lot of torque. Get up and go, and the top end on my bike, so on the XR Pro mountain bike, it's about 33 miles, 33 miles an hour. Had it up quicker than that going down hills. I didn't even bother looking. Mr. Ed again. But I've only done a couple of these videos. I'm a beginner on this stuff, and I was using the app that came with Windows 10, the free app for video editing. And I found out, well, I didn't find out, I knew, but it would only render out at 1080p, the final product. So I got looking around, and DaVinci Resolve, the free edition, I've downloaded that and installed it. I've been learning that, just playing around with it. Nothing fancy. I'm just stitching these things together, these clips. Hardly any editing in it. But the first thing it said is you need a codec. So I had to go to the Microsoft store and buy their 99-cent codecs for the 265 encoder. So, and it's well worth the money, I think. And encoder's pretty good. Okay, I have ridden 2.07 miles. And once again, it looks like it may rain here. If it does that, I'm gonna head for the barn. It is just so pretty out here. And there's 3 people on the trail. One woman riding a bike, and an older couple walking, 3 dogs, which that dingo mix kind of lunged at my, excuse me, my tire, as the woman said. But I knew he was gonna do that, so I was ready for it. Those dingoes are lungy animals. Man, it is just so pretty out here. Now we're coming up near a road. You may hear the traffic in the background. But they got turkey, deer, raccoons, squirrels, possum, in this park, rabbits, hawks, owls. Haven't seen a bald-headed eagle here yet, but I'm sure they come through on occasion. And I would venture to say bear are in this park. The other one I ride, they're in there quite often. Haven't been fortunate enough yet to catch them on film. Maybe one day. Okay, yeah, it's when you turn this GoPro here 11, when you turn it off, it makes 3 beeps. When you turn it on, it makes 1 beep, and the red LED in the front of the camera flashes. Whew, man, it's hot out. I did go to see some relatives, visit some relatives down in North Carolina, real close, right on the water basically, real close to it. We were gonna go fishing, rode on down, and sure enough, started raining on the drive down. Rained all that day. We got there, got up. Next morning, it's coming down. Buckets. Couldn't do any fishing. And rained all day long. And I looked at the forecast and it said it's going to rain for the next 5 days. So I said, okay, we'll just cut this off. I'll come back, I'll work and reclaim my vacation time when it's more agreeable and we can do some fishing and get outside. There's a heck of a root there. And yes, the biting flies are out. Coming up to the creek here, the creek we just passed through. Here's upstream from it. There goes a squirrel right there. I don't know if you saw him or not. Here's the creek. So